everybody and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by today's title, I have a get ready with me using the Urban Decay Smoky palette. I just did a really simple smoky eye with a wing and a nude lip because I thought I would go really right back to basics and bring back a smoky eye and a nude lip, and yeah, this is what I came up with. It is like a full face of makeup, and I do include everything from like foundation to brows to baking to contouring. And this is, I work like 10-hour days, so for some people this is a lot of makeup for a daily basis, but I deal with people and yeah. So if you would like to see how I did my makeup, then just keep on watching. Hello, so here I am taking my L'Oreal Infallible Primer. I have first applied my Benefit Puff Off to my under eye area just to help remove those under eye baggies. And then I'm going to take the Benefit Professional and just apply that around my T-zone area. I don't really have large pores, but I noticed that when I scrunch my face I can see them, and I like this duo lately, it seems to be working. So I am just going to take a little bit of the Makeup Forever HD foundation, just blot that around the centre of my face just so I don't look so death-like. I'm not really a fan of being on camera with completely no makeup at all, so I don't usually put foundation on first, but I just needed to put a little something on so I wasn't awful. And I literally just put that around the middle of my face, so just pointing out my little under eye baggies there. I'm going to take my NARS Creamy Concealer in Honey and apply that to my eyelids. I am really loving using this as a base. I do blend that out using a Real Techniques foundation brush. Like I said, I'm really enjoying it as a primer before I apply my base shadow. I do also currently have on lash extensions, so if you're wondering what those are. So I am going to mix those two shades from the Smoky palette, which are Combust and 13, and apply those all over my lid up to my brow bone. I am then going to take Combust by itself and really focus that on my eyelid using a flat shader brush. And then I'm going to come in with my Morphe 350 palette because I couldn't do a tutorial without it at all. Take my favourite orange orange shade and use that as my transition shade in my crease. I really do like a warm crease area. Even if I put like a taupey shade in there, I always go in with a nice warm orange. And as you can see, it doesn't look like super orange on my skin as it does in the pan. I am then going to take Whiskey from the Smoky palette, which I really love, and I am using the brush that comes with the Smoky palette, and as you can see I'm focusing that right low in my crease using windshield wiper motions. I always really struggle when I have to say that. I'm like, what up. But yeah, just back and forth until it's all nice and blended in with the orange. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and focus the little bit more on the outer quarter, and once I've removed like the bulk of my brush, then I bring it all the way in, as you can see. But again, just blending and blending until it's as dark as I like it. I am then going to take a clean fluffy brush and just blend that all together even more because, you know, I'm not done all the blending already. I am then going to take my Ciate eyeliner, I pulled out the wrong side, and do a wing. Now I'm not going to lie, when I first got this I wasn't a fan. I'm so used to using a little pot and like a brush, but I've really grown to love this. I do think if I didn't have lash extensions I would find it even easier, but I still enjoy it. I'm sorry I'm a little bit out of focus for my left eye, but you know, you still get to see how I do it. I think I noticed there and I was like, let me move in a little. As you can see, it's just so easy, and that's the hard part, in making them even. But they're sisters, not twins, guys, remember that. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush and black mark it and focus that on the outer quarter only with the pencil brush. And then with my clean blending brush from before, just blend that out. It's really going to annoy me that every time I turn to the right, you can see a hair extension poking out. Really wish I would have noticed that before I started filming. And here I am just showing you the difference that that little bit of black makes on the outer quarter. And blend it out. I'm really glad with the lighting in this video, you can actually see pretty much the true pigmentation of everything. I definitely picked a good day. It's been a good while since I've done a makeup tutorial. So I'm now going to take my MAC Face and Body in C5 on my Real Technique sponge and put that all over my face. I am really enjoying this sponge. I know my foundation probably looks really yellow compared to my face, but if you look at it next to my hand, I sounded so northern, next to my hand, you can see it matches everything else. I don't know why, but my face is such a weird colour without makeup. I'm quite pink, but I'm actually not pink. Weird. Then my NARS Creamy Concealer in Honey to make a nice triangle and tidy up any shadow fallout near my wing. One thing I can tell you about the Face and Body is that it makes you look so shiny when you first put it on. I'm just going to take some Fix Plus on my concealer Real Technique sponge, dab off the excess and then blend out that concealer. But yeah, the Face and Body makes you look so shiny before it sets in. I don't know if that's because it's water based, but it's really weird. But I do really enjoy that foundation. So yeah, so I'm just blending that out, and I find that even though the creamy concealer is a good concealer and it doesn't crease or anything, but I just find that it's even better if I use Fix Plus, because then it like literally does not move all day. And now I'm taking my Rimmel Wake Me Up and doing some little stripies just to brighten it up just a little bit more, and blending that out too. I blend out the second one using the like foundation sponge that I have. Like I have one for foundation and one for concealer, and then I take the other side and really press it in. I do like to highlight my under eyes, but like not insanely. This is me attempting to get my product to focus and failing. I'm now going to take the number 7, what is this called? The number 7 Perfect Light Loose Powder in Translucent, I believe. Bake. I just used a little foundation wedge and put a load of that where I've just put all that concealer and a little bit like extra onto my cheekbones and a little bit on the side of my nostrils and a little bit down my nose, Cupid's bow, anywhere really. And now I'm gonna take a little bit, I'm doing my eyebrows. I really got confused about where I was then. I have the Anastasia Brow Definer in, I want to say medium brown, and then I have the Anastasia Thick Brow Pomade in soft brown. So I first use the brow definer and do a line from the front to the end, and then on top, and then fill like the mid-length to the outer edge using the brow definer. It is quite dark, and because I have gone blonder, bless you, my cousin's here whilst I'm doing the voiceover. I find that I can't use the brow definer on my whole brow because then it'll just be too dark. And then I'm just taking the pomade on that first quarter of my brow, and then I just like blend whatever excess I have left on my brush throughout the rest. It seems to work and I enjoy it, but sometimes like my brows just look really odd, and then sometimes they look quite even. Today they look quite odd. One just looks so arched compared to the other one, so I usually take like a concealer brush and try and make the other one look more arched, but it just doesn't want to do it. It's just not as archy, unfortunately. that'll do. And I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer and do my first line of contour to bring out those cheekbones. I just used a little brush that comes with it. And then I bring it under my lip and down the side of my nose. Gotta love the little Hoola brushes that you get in kits and stuff. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Stay Matte in Translucent and set that to zone, because for some reason that just likes to grease up after, I don't know, 5 minutes. So I set it with that first to ensure that I do stay matte, and then I take my Smashbox Photo Filter Powder and set the rest of my face. I know what you're thinking. This is a lot of layers of makeup, but believe me, if you see me in person, you can't really tell. And then I'm gonna wipe off that bake. And hopefully you can see how nice and bright my under eye looks, but it doesn't look like silly bright. And I'm then gonna blend out my contour, because I kind of like, I don't bake my contour, but I just let it sit there for a little while before I blend it all out. So I do bring it like up the sides of my face and on the corners of my forehead. And then, am I gonna guess right? Is it blush time? No. Back to the smoky palette, I'm gonna take the colour Whiskey and bring that under my lash line, just to like smoke it out a little. And I'm gonna mix High and Dirty Sweet from the smoky palette and put that on my inner tear duct. Look at that little bit of sparkle. And I'm gonna mix High and 13 together for my brow bone highlight, just because I don't want my brow bone to be as sparkly as the inner tear duct. I like to keep it pretty matte up there with a little bit of shimmer. And then I'm gonna mix MAC's Gingerly with MAC's Warm Soul, because Warm Soul has a little bit of shimmer in it, and I just feel like it just looks really nice. So you can use Warm Soul by itself or to top a blush like I did today, but I do love it. For the first time in a while, I'm going to stick to one highlight, and I'm going to use Global Glow on my Real Techniques fan brush and put that on my cheekbones for a subtle highlight, super subtle for me. And bring that down the bridge of my nose on my cupid's bow, and then rub it on the brows. Why not? Bless me. Time for my lips. So I'm going to take the Kiko lip liner. Can't remember what shade this is in. My lips are completely out of focus, sorry. But yeah, I'm just lining my lips with the Kiko lip liner. A little bit overdrawn, but not too much. And then my lipstick is by MAC and it's called Cherish. And I do really love this lipstick. And now I'm gonna like tousle out my hair, look to the side and pretend that you can really see.